Hello everyone, this is I, and this is probably the 5th time I filmed this video today, and I would like to show you how to make this design in front of me. And this design is called Lost in Translation, and I'll show you the design right now. And Lost in Translation is made before I've got an idea. I've got the name before I've got the idea of what I was gonna make. And this bracelet, I would like to credit the border to Lumi Mama, and she's a really talented loomer on Instagram, and the rest I have no idea who to credit to, but yeah. So now I'll show you this one here as well. I use the limited edition bands and jelly glitter gold bands, so it actually look a bit more solid and well rounded when you use the special bands. And this one here is metallic white, metallic blue and glitter blue, and the other half of the design is actually a good fortune from Sew Provider, and he just started his new YouTube account, so this design is his first tutorial. So if you want to go over to his account and have a look and make this design, you can. And I think it's a really cool little design here. So I was trying to connect the two designs together, but yeah, they don't connect very well. So so it ended up looking a bit funny. So this is what I'm going to show you today. And I think you can use all sorts of bands for this design. It doesn't have to be only the special bands, but with the special bands, obviously it will sit a lot neater than the opaque bands. But with the opaque bands, you also can, fix it if you need to. Just pull the bands out and fix them. And today I would like to show you how to make it with 3 colors, and I'm going to use the jelly purple for the border and these 2 colors for the middle, okay? And I'll show you this here. The white outside here will be my pink, and then the green will be on the inside where I have the rainbow there, okay? So we're going to get started. Grab 1 cap band, do 3 loops, and let me move that out of the picture. Okay, 2 bands. It's very grey out there today, so I get a lot of shadows and my screen kind of like turned blue, so I hope that's okay. Now, 1 band, 1 cap band through 2 bands, okay? Now, and then grab another band, you pull it through 2 bands, like that, and you go through your first band, pick up your first band closest to your hook, put it back, and you grab another band, pull it through 2 bands, and picking up the 2 furthest away from your hook, okay? And you turn this around, grab more bands, 2 more. So you grab 1 band, pull it through 2 bands, You pick up the one that's closest to you and then put that back. And grab another band, pull it through 2 bands, okay, and you put the other 2 back. That's furthest away from your hook. So this is what it looks like. Now we are gonna get the 2 inside colors, and with the 2 inside colors we are gonna have the green on the outside and the pink on the inside. I think that's what I said. Now we're going to take off those 2 bands, hang on to them, and then you hooked onto those 2 bands and pull it through the 4 bands in the middle. Now when you pull it through the 4 bands in the middle, you're going to pick up the first band closest to your hook and the one that's furthest away from your hook, okay? So you leave the 2 middle bands in. You put those 2 bands together back, and then you hook those back too, okay? So now this is what you have. So now we're going to move those 2 bands over the purple, okay? Move it over to the purple and grab that purple band under. So there's the purple band. I'm going to pick it up and drop it in between those 2 bands, and you need to make sure that your 2 outside bands stays in that order so they don't come undone. So, and when you put that in the middle of those 2 bands, you're gonna push it all the way to one side and drop that middle band down and put that back again. Okay, now we're going to do it on the other side as well. They're sticky, very sticky. Okay, we are going to pick up those 2 middle bands, the middle color bands, shift it over and just grab that purple underneath, okay? Grab that purple underneath and make sure, put it right in the middle and make sure those 2 bands in shift order. You're putting that in the middle and take the first band off, drop the middle band down, put it back. Okay, so that's done, and we need to grab our border band again and grab 1 border band. We're going to stretch it through 3 bands, 2 border color and 1 of the outside color. Now we are going to pick up our outside band and put it on our hook like that. 2 outside band, okay? And be careful you don't switch all the order when you turn your hook. Very sticky. Oh dear, it's moving now. Grab a purple jelly, pull it through 3 bands, okay, like that, and pick up the band that's closest to the outside, the furthest away from your hook. Put it back on your hook and then put this back on your hook as well. So that's our first section finished. So I'm going to show you again. We need to get our 2 inside color band. So 2 inside color bands. Yep. And you take those 2 bands off and you pull your 2 inside colors through the 4 bands in the middle. Okay, 4 bands in the middle, and you pick up the first band and the 4th band on the inside, and you put those 2 bands back on your hook, and then the other 2 bands back on your hook. Give it a stretch, not too much, because you don't want to lose the order. And you're going to lift those 2 bands over your middle band and fish that bit out under and pick it up and drop it in the middle of those 2 outer band. Pick the first one off your hook and drop that middle band down and put that band back. And we're going to turn it to the other side again and make sure your band stays in that order. Okay, now we are going to lift those 2 middle bands up and over that purple band. Grab that purple band under, lift, put it right in the middle, take the first band off and drop that middle band down and put this band back. Okay, now we'll grab another 2 bands, one for each side, 1 band through 3 bands. Okay, and I'm going to pick the border band up, put it back on the hook, and we close. Okay, and we're going to turn to the other side. Now 1 band through 3 bands and pick up the border band and then put this band back as well. So our second section is done. Okay, just like that, and I'll show you more. So you just very much just repeating the pattern now. Okay, 2 inside band, going through 4 bands in the middle, and you pick up the 2, well, the first band and the 4th band from the inside, and then you put those bands back on and you put your border bands back on as well. While you're doing that, you make sure your border band is in that order, or else your border will come out a bit strange. Now, I'm going to pick those 2 bands up and push it over and pull that bit out, lift, put it in the middle and push that down the side and put that band back. Okay, so we're going to do the same on the other side as well. Ooh. Okay, since I've filmed this a few times, I guess I'm not doing too bad of a job now. Okay. Now, I was talking to my friends on Instagram, and recently I feel like a lot of stuff happened on Instagram for me, and I was not very happy about what's happening. And a lot of the time when I write post or when I make a video, quite often things I said or things I wrote gets misunderstood by people. And because my main language is Chinese, so if you know how to speak Chinese, you know Chinese and English are very much back to front when with meaning. In a way, you speak is it's quite easy to misunderstand people if they don't use the grammar correctly, which I don't really know how to use the grammar properly. I try my best, but when it's all right when I'm talking, but when I'm writing, I'm really terrible. So I feel like quite often that whatever I say or whatever I write is kind of like lost in translation. So that's why I named this design Lost in Translation. Okay. I usually don't make my video that long because it takes a bit long to upload, but today I just wanted to talk a bit more. So I'm just randomly talking and doing the rest of my bracelet. And if you don't understand the steps, you need to go back. You can go back to the start again and follow the instructions. Okay, now you put those two bands over, pull that band out, and yeah, I really like to hear or see feedback from everyone, and I don't mind seeing any kind of feedback because I understand that a lot of people might have a suggestion on how I can do better, because I know my tutorials pretty bad sometimes and hard to understand, and if you could help me to make my tutorial better, that will be wonderful. And suggesting stuff that could help me. And I am on Instagram and I am also on Facebook. And if you are only on Facebook and you want to show me your items, just post it and tag me, or just post it on my wall, anything, because I'm very, very, very interested in seeing what you make. Okay, and I say a lot of because sometimes I just don't know what I'm saying, but that's just me. Oops. Now, I think I did very well with the color choices on this one, but they're so sticky, they're so hard to move on. Oh dear. It's kind of out of order, but that's okay. Very sticky. Now, on Instagram, if you see anything that I posted and you don't understand, feel free to ask me, okay? And I will try my best to explain, and I'll try my best to help. So now this is very much how the design is going to turn out looking like if you make it. And give it a really good stretch, okay? Just stretch so the bands goes into the right spot. Most of my design are stretchable. If you finish the design and give it a good stretch, they should go into the right spot, okay? So this is my lost in translation design, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I don't usually talk that long on my tutorial, and I hope I don't bore you to sleep. And I'll see you in my next tutorial, okay? Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. See ya!